And here we are for the British Grand Prix at the Electronics Racing League. As you can see, it is wet here. The first race of the season. Loxy takes pole. Danny takes P2 due to Darth Gamer's 5-place grid penalty due to blocking drivers. And apparently Blixer was blocked as well. It's full wets here. I can only assume that every driver's on full wets. And hope they all pick their setups. As Loxy leads the way here. Now, this could get a bit much. Typical English weather. We're used to it by now. These drivers are trying to warm up their stuff. Pro Cody's already been disqualified. Look from the session. Drivers doing everything they can to warm up their tyres. Obviously it's full wet, so yeah, good luck to them trying to get any extra bit of temp that they can. As Loxy seems to try to space out a gap between him and Danny. So you can now see the grid order on your screen. Drivers back. As Loxy takes us around Maggots and Beckett's. Obviously it's wet, so none of these drivers wanna play stupid, otherwise it's gonna cost you even more time than in the dry. Yeah. Taking his second pole position in a row. The drivers should be mentally prepared for this, because this race could go a long way. As we are here at Silverstone for the British Grand Prix in full wet conditions. And it's lights out and away we go. As Loxy gets a good start, followed by Danny. And McCall tries to go around the outside of Danny, but he just can't. There's barely any grip here, as all the drivers have made it around turn 1 safely. As Fajar's been knocked off a bit, he's now side by side. Sam Drady tried to look up the inside of FX7 Danny. Darth Gamer and Fajar now. And a little scrap. Blixer takes P3. But Loxy goes into Brooklands in the lead ahead of Danny, Blixer, McCall, Darth Gamer, Fajar, FX7 Danny, Samuel Drake Lee, Nathan Alfred and Left Lou. That is your top 10 here. Samuel Drake Lee has spun! That just shows how treacherous the conditions are. As any little amount of curb, any little extra could really put you a long way back. fight every driver is making it through cleanly. We have a nice little train at the front and then a spaced out train at the back, with Samu Drake at the back of it trying to catch up as Loxy leads us into lap 2. Oh, and that's Blixer who's gone off. Guys, correctly, yes he has. FX7 and Danny already has a 5-second time penalty, as Hazy has spun as well. Blixer now has to make his way through the field again, as Left Lou's having problems. As Left Lou's round yet again. Conditions are very, very treacherous. Well, it gets very close between Hazy and Left Lou. Now FX7 Danny looks to be taking away P5 from Jar. Nathan looks to try to get P7 from Blixer. That's something we haven't seen. The two asses having a scrap. I don't think they will though, because obviously DRS will not be enabled, so who knows what will happen. As the top two seem to be pulling away from the core, Darth Gamer and everyone else behind them. FX7 Danny clips for Jar a little bit, so sends him off with his 9, which allows Blixer into this little fight. FX7 Danny, who already has a penalty. Blixer trying every single thing imaginable to get past him. He just can't find to get past him. Darth Gamer still sitting comfortably behind McCourt as Aiden hits. As now Danny and Blixer will very close to being side by side for a little bit, only 2 attempts later. Darth Gamer getting a 3-second time penalty. Darth Gamer went from P7 to P4 in 1 lap. Actually 2 laps, I believe it was. I don't know, it might be 1 lap. Blixer now looking to get past FX7 Danny. Doesn't want to do anything stupid, because for the championship then Danny will get probably a race lead. They got really close there, those two drivers. Gap top of the standings is 16 points. So far Danny's got 18 points compared to Blixer's. We're going to find out after this. 8 points. So we have a 10-point difference, a 26-point difference. I think the FIA will have a look at that penalty for FX7 Danny. He's now got 6 seconds, so I think the FIA might look at that because he was forced off wide by Blixer and was penalised for it. So I think the FIA might have a look at that, might take that away. Who knows? Still got 22 laps in this race. Much. There's a 3-second lead to Danny in P2. So Jar had a little bit he had an absolute stinker, and he just has to he just has to let Blixer go. He just can't keep him on with that terrible exit. But it lets FX7 Danny get back into the mix now. FX7 Danny's right behind Fajar. FX7 Danny is still looking at that rear wing of hoping to get past him. As Loxy continues to extend his lead out in front, as Left Lewis is very close to Samuel Drake Lee here. Could he go for an overtake? Gonna come back to FX7 Danny down the hangar straight, looking to get past Fajar. Do you know how it's full wets out here? Walk up to Left Lewis, Samuel Drake Lee, who are nearly side by side, but Samuel Drake Lee just about keeps ahead. Will Left Lewis come back? He can't come back, he just hasn't got the grip. He also has to have patience in this race, because you don't want to have to be for a new set that Hazy has to do. Because obviously I believe this race could be a 0 stop if you play your cards right. Samuel Drake Lee with his first time penalty of the day. As Blix has got past McCaw. FX7 Danny's time for Jar. As Left Lewis overtaken Samuel Drake Lee. Those two are side by side, they're both out! Left Lewis and Samuel Drake Lee are both out, and that's called out the safety car. As Nathan Pitts, Hazy Pitts, who actually went on to Inters, I don't believe he thought that was a smart idea, because he's gone back onto hards. He's now been lapped by Blixer, Darth Gamer, Danny and Loxy. Now we are under safety car speed. Now Loxy has got to do that all again. Danny's been given a chance. So is Darth Gamer, so is Blitzer. What's going on here? Has Darth Gamer just been given a free position? What's going on between Darth Gamer and Danny? Are they just bored? It's chaotic. Even though we are under wet weather conditions, it's still a free pit stop. Cody's overtaken FX7, Danny. I think Pro Cody might have just got a free position there. Now we're just waiting for race control to let us know when the safety car will be back in. Pro Cody and FX7 Danny keep swapping. I think Pro Cody has got that position. Race control has given us confirmation that the safety car will be at. What is going on? Loxy, people have been complaining about safety car restarts. So let's see if we can have a proper clean one this time, without any silliness. Loxy seems to have got away pretty well with that safety car restart. Not that it's a restart so far. And it's backing up to the final minute in F1. Oh, and Danny takes the lead. But Loxy is fighting back because we're right on board with Darth Gamer. As Chaotic has spun round, and Loxy retakes the lead. Pajar's a 3-second time penalty. Pro Cody has a 3-second time penalty. And Loxy keep the lead. Can Darth come at Danny? Well, it's going to get close. Wow, I got very close. It's allowed Blitzer to come into the fight. As Danny's closed up the gap to Loxy quite a bit. race order seems to change that much. There's Loxy now, Briggs, second gap to Danny. Not his fastest lap so far. Darth Gamer is now gaining on Danny, who's losing time to Loxy. Blix is also losing time to all three of them. Danny drifts Bad Joker out wide. Not Bad Joker, Darth Gamer, sorry. And there's problems with Pro Cody. He spun. That's ended it with Nathan Alfred. Blix are now trying to get in the mix of this battle for P2. Blix now doesn't really have to worry about overtaking these two, as they have penalties. As long as Blix don't get a penalty, it'll be good. But obviously we're only on lap 11, we've still got 15 laps to go, and it's a long race. As Blix appears. Darth Gamer that gets ever so close to Danny. To leave the pits in P9, I was a bit late to that. I don't know why Blix has pitted, maybe it's for damage, maybe it's the pit. So maybe this race isn't 0 pit stops. As for Joe, still holding up FX7 and Danny. He's been stuck behind him the whole race. Off game got very close to Danny there. I think it looks sound effect. See now has a 3-second gap. Nathan Alfred is joining this battle for P5. Blix are chasing down Pro Cody for P8. With Darth Gamer still sat behind. But Danny, as FX7 Danny is stuck behind Fajar. Nathan Alfred getting very close to FX7 Danny's getting very close to Fajar here. A move into the hanger straight could be done here. A move on the hanger straight could be done here, sorry. As FX7 Danny and Fajar side by side now. FX7 Danny with the inside line as they get very close. FX7 Danny finally takes P5 away from Fajar as Danny and Darth Gamer both pit. So does McCall. Now where will they come out compared to Blixer? Will they come out ahead of him? Oh, it's very, very close. Blixer might have it though. Yes, he does. Blixer has done the undercut and he's come out ahead of Darth Gamer. Now how does Noxy reply to this? He has to pit this lap or he doesn't pit at all. Blixer now is behind Pro Cody 07. Pro Cody is saving ERS, or he was saving ERS before he enables it down into Cop's corner. But this could help Darth Gamer and Danny wonders. Pro Cody could keep Blixer behind. As I say, that Danny gets another. And there's problems of Chaotic retiring. And another safety car. Which has... And Hazy also retires. We are down to 9 runners in this race as Pro Cody takes it. And Hazy's car right in the middle of the track with three tyres left on it. As that brings Blixer much closer. There's Loxley. Loxley finally decides to pit. Jar also pits. FX7 Danny stays out. FX7 Danny now takes the lead of the British Grand Prix. Nixon gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. The safety car does not come in this lap. We await yet again out race control has officially told us that the safety car this lap. FX7 Danny now will have his first, I believe his first safety car restart. FX7 Danny now leads the way to start the 18th lap of this Grand Prix. There's problems at Sec Jars, he spins! As Blixer overtakes Pro Cody. It's Nathan Alpha now, start up in P2. Now will him and F Danny pit? Was Roxy and Nathan Alfred are side by side as Loxley takes P2. And Danny overtake Nathan Alfred for P3 as he does a massive lunge as two drivers get very close now, bumping each other off the track. And it is P3 for Danny. But Nathan Alfred does not have a penalty. He's doing his drive through, yes he is. FX7 Danny still leads out in front. Because they are driving, aren't they, mate? Help Loxley in the corners like that won't help Loxley either. As he goes round the outside of FX7 Danny, can Danny do the same? Because both Dannys now side by side makes it work. FX7 Danny comes back the minute he's been overtaken by two drivers already. There's problems with Blixer. He's sat on the track. He's going to get disqualified if he doesn't move. Oh, he's called out a safety car. Wow. This is giving drivers another free pit stop. But no one is actually going to take them because how close they are to their rivals. Obviously, he's very close to the safety car there. Looks like Danny loses that to Nathan, but has to give that place back straight away. Blix, I'm sure the FIA will have something to say about stopping on track to cause a safety car. So we'll start lap 21, 5 laps to go under the safety car. Thanks to Blixer stopping on track, thinking that was my idea. To call out a safety car, I'm sure the FIA have something to say about that. Every driver has caught up. As the safety car comes in this lap. Loxley leads us away. Every race is very eager to get ready. See, leads us underway here to start lap 22. Charles already overtaken Pro Cody. Darth Gamer and Nathan Alfred having a scrap. Darth Gamer sends one down the inside, but Nathan comes back at him. And now side by side, I'll leave the room, guys, and they have left the room. A lag. Both drivers. My screen's done. We're trying to get involved with this fight. Blix has already overtaken Pro Cody up to P8. Pro Cody spins. Loxley starts lap 23. He claims the fastest lap. Darth Gamer's only 2,000ths off his personal best. It's very close to FX7 Danny here. He picks up another penalty for good measure. Like. Mad. Loxley now creates a 2-second gap at the end of this race. Hopefully we get to a point where no safety cars can be called out. Blix now sat on the coattails off Fajar, looking to try and get P7 but with the penalty advantage in favour of Fajar. Just. Can Blix go on the outside of Fajar? He kicks Fajar to the curb. And he does get that position. Stewards are investigating the situation with Blix stopping on track to cause a safety car. Pro Cody now as a mayor of a final corner. Loxley only goes purple in sector 1. Blix now overtakes McCall for P6, obviously with the use of time penalties. Not sure if that's going to stay. Darth Gamer looks to be getting past FX7 Danny here. Darth Gamer taps FX7 Danny. Is it going to go? Oh, nearly side by side through Mackets and Beckett's, but FX7 Danny shut the door. With McCall getting a 3-second time penalty, his first off the base. As Danny now, who's created the gap to FX7 Danny in P3. Loxley gets his first time penalty of the Grand Prix. We're on the penultimate lap here, round Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. "25 laps of wet weather racing these 9 drivers have been through. And what will the final order look like? Stay tuned to the end. Also, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more Ultronics League racing. The series has done very well so far. There goes subscribe. It's a massive red button on go as Darth Gamer and FX7 Danny get very close. FX7 Danny with more time penalties to his name. Yeah, again another one. That's a bit unfortunate. As Nathan lets Blixer through, teammates working together. Nathan Afra. Now every single driver has got some form of penalty in this Grand Prix. As now the top 3, the top 4, the top 5. Okay, now the drivers are starting to start their final race. Loxley out in front from Danny, from Darth Gamer, from FX7 Danny, from Blixo's trying to make his way back up through the field, from Nathan, from McCall, from Fajar, from Pro Cody 07. Blix now doing everything he can to overtake FX7 Danny to try and narrow the points in the championship to Danny, but even if it's just by a couple of points, he's doing everything to do that, and Fajar gets another 3-second time penalty. as Loxy comes round Stowe, up into Vale, through Club. No one's been ahead of him today. I believe it will be a grand slam for Loxy as he crosses the line to win the British Grand Prix. Danny will take second, lead at the top of this championship. Darth Gamer will take third. Nathan Alfred will take fourth. Blixer will take fifth. FXM and Danny will take sixth. McCall will take seventh. Fajar will take eighth. And Pro Cody will take home ninth. But Loxy, with his second pole in 2 races and his second race win in 2 races, 100% record. Pro Cody now rounds the 2 final corners, rounds the final corner now to take P9. He gets some extra points added to his tally. And there is that Ferrari on the top step of the podium. It's his second time in 2 races being up there. The Frenchman wins the British Grand Prix. And that is how the order ends. Loxy wins his second race of the season. Danny extends his lead at the top of the driver standings. And this is how the driver standings looks like. And this is how the constructor standings looks like. Thank you for watching another weekend of racing on the Ultronics Racing League. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we will see you all next time. Goodbye.